Hello guys, Hinaki here. So today I'm going to review few of the games that I play with the game with Aggro Forestcraft. It's very hot deck in the current meta now. A lot of people actually compare it to the neutral Swordcraft, neutral Bloodcraft in last season, and this deck is, trust me, amazing, much better than I expected it to be. At first I was thinking like maybe I want to switch a few cards. They doesn't really look amazing to me, but end up after I tried out for a few games and after I figure out how to play, I never lose with this deck yet. So I'm going to show you few replays, and if you are interested in the deck list, please check the descriptions below. There will be a there will be a link for the Shadow Portal page, so you can get your deck code there. This is the game that I played in a rank match against Swordcraft, and trust me, this card is broken. This card is broken. Yeah, it's a 2 cost. You add 2 fairy into hand, and if you have the combo activated, you get all your followers in the field +1/+1. Yeah, basically just by itself is insane. As you can see, play followers. Yeah, just kill the 1/2. And yeah, in these spots, right, I have 4 followers against my opponent have nothing in board. And even if I don't top deck this, I can just suicide one of my water fairy to get the fairy. So I can definitely trigger the +1/+1 effect in turn 4, which is basically what Alice used to do. So yeah, so you can see a very old school Flora Fencer, but it is not going to be enough because it's only going to deal with 1 followers, and due to the boost, his 1/1 now is not relevant at all. And given that we are going to just evolve the Goblin, because the Goblin is the only one that the Flora Fencer cannot trade with after we evolve. So you just need to go face and throw the question to your opponent and come on, answer me. And most of the time, to be honest, you just spread out so fast that it's almost impossible for opponent to actually come back from. So yeah, this is the game that I play against the Royal, and this is another game that I play against Vampire. I think this is a Vengeance Vampire, but I think this game is a bit unfair to the opponent because he didn't really get into Vengeance. But as an aggro deck, we are going second, so yeah, we might need some luck. And about this deck, Mulligan's rule number 1: always try to find something that can make fairies. So you usually don't keep anything that don't make fairies. Yeah, this is my personal opinion. And of course you keep Goblin because you have it in your deck to play in turn 1. So just to remember that you in turn 1 usually when you're doing Mulligan, just to keep one drop or something that can make fairy. Yeah. So as you can see, we are pressuring down our opponent. Our opponent get punished for a very slow start, but the 2/3 ward is still going to be huge block presence there. Yeah, so we have to just send our water fairy in. So the next turn we can actually use our fairy ringer to take down the 2/1 ward. And with the amulet here, the 2/1 ward just cannot trade with our fairy as well. You have to go face. Yes, because he cannot go into combat. So now we already have the evolve point, so trigger. So this is a small trick that you just realize Fairy Bringer, make the Fairy 0 cost and play the Palm Spells. That is an insane combo, and one of the reasons why a lot of people is playing this. 2-4 followers is really hard to deal with, especially when you are actually going first. Of course, there are a lot of things that opponents still can do, but as what you can see is you just spread out too fast that a lot of them just cannot follow up, just cannot catch up with your speeds. Yeah, so this one, instead of taking risks and rush, I actually take a slightly slower route and keep him at 11 to make sure that the 4-4 doesn't attack. But unfortunately our opponent do have the Blood Wolf. But he forgot to attack before, yeah, he forgot to attack before that. So it actually cost him the game. But nevertheless, you can see that we do have our Roach in hand, so most likely we are going to win anyway. So this is another game that I recorded against Runecraft. So yeah, as I said, just mulligan everything but doesn't really get what we need. Yeah, especially when I'm going first against Rune, I really want the Goblin. If you played Rune before, you know that Runecraft have no way to deal with a 1-2 Goblin in first 3 turns. If you have follow-up plays, so they will eventually have forced to just handle all those like bigger followers. So the Goblin by itself can like deal 3 damage now already. Yeah, so quite unfortunate that we actually missed that. And here you can see our opponent is having an almost perfect hand. But of course, this is the small combo that I would like to talk about. Is you play your first 0 cost fairy first. You play your Fairy Bringer, make another fairy, becomes 0 cost, play it, boost, and you get a really impressive board presence. But we still die to a Levy evolve, but this is the best we can do. We go for it and we get rewarded because our opponent just don't have the Levy. But he still managed to clear the board, and he's in perfect 20 life. But now this is where our ambush followers going to shine. Runecraft basically have for now, no one is playing the Snowman, no one is playing the Rats, especially he's at 5 PP. I don't really think there's a way for him to actually deal with my ambush followers. I'm quite surprised to see Dorothy here. Daria is really... I was quite surprised to see that. And here, this is a very tricky situation because there's a lot of choice in the game. I can do a lot of choice here, but end up I just want to maximize my board states and having as much pressure as I can if possible. So in this way, still I will lose my board to Levy, but it's still fine. He's going to trade off his whole board against mine. Given that he already used the Daria and he has no PP left, which means I can go through another 3 damage with my Water Fairy, which is good. And I already have way to actually deal with his Levy as well. Given that he already Daria, and he don't use the sorcery catch yet, I don't think there's a way he can actually pull off the DS in turn 8. So this is more likely toward a Daria hybrid or something, which needs to most likely go into turn 10. And what we do is just play everything, try to play as wide as we can, like what the elf deck usually do. and given that we still have our roach in hand, this is a very strong situation for us, and of course the opponent just concede after reviewing his hand. Okay.